with people near and far with building their brands and businesses all the time. There's no reason why you can't be one of them and be successful as well. So I'm coming to you straight from the Virgin Islands. That's right, I live here. But what you don't really know about me is I'm a mom of 3 kids. I operate my businesses from home. I handle all of this balance. How do you do it? How do you do it, April? I get this question all the time, but guess what? Knowledge is power, and I'm sharing some things with you. So click on this link. I'm going to tell you all about how I do it, how you can do it too, how we can all win together, but you got to join my team. Go ahead, join my team, click the link, and let's get on this webinar so you can change your life as well. I promise you will not regret it.
Hi, I'm Davika Mangal from the beautiful Twin Isle Republic of Trinidad and Tobago. I'm a proud entrepreneur and business facilitator, but I'm very anxious to resume traveling and happy that I can take my online business with me wherever I may choose to go. Visit my website www.davikamangal.com and learn how you too can become your own boss. I would be happy to mentor you on this journey.
Go play. Hello, I've earned a reputable career out of taking care of others, and now it's time to invest in me. I want to have more family and travel time. I want to experience new adventures in the life I live now, and this online digital business helps me to do just that. And you know what? It can help you too. I'm just a click away. Check out my business page where you too can learn more on how you can reap the benefits of your own online digital business. Let's go play.
Hi, I'm Landy, living in Bowie, Maryland. For the past 17 years, I have spent my time and my energy building a successful career in corporate America. And here I find myself 3 years away from being eligible to retire, and I'm ready for a new chapter. I'm ready for a change. I'm ready to own my own time. I'm ready to increase my streams of income. I'm ready to spend more time with my kids. And so as a business empowerment strategist, I help others do the same because I'm ready. Are you ready? Visit my website. Let's talk.
Hi, entrepreneurs. I'm Courtney from Louisiana in the USA. Listen, early on in the pandemic, life happened for me. Suddenly, my 9 to 5 was gone. But in the midst of that, I knew I wanted to travel more, spend time with family, and just enjoy life. Does this sound familiar to you? That's when I decided to become a digital business owner with multiple streams of income and the flexibility I always wanted. Would you like to know more? I'm glad you asked. Find the link to my website below, click on it, and let me show you how.
Entrepreneurship is my passion, and so I've hired myself. I am my own boss. And as a business strategist, a business enthusiast, I take pleasure in helping others maximize their profits, their potential, and to optimize their passions. Whether I'm in my garden, on my tricycle, or with family, I enjoy the flexibility and the freedom of being my own boss. So if you want to know how I do it, why I do it, and how you too can do it, please click on my website. Well, hello there, everyone. Welcome and welcome again to Fridays Live with MerilynJ. Listen, I am so excited to be here today. I'm so excited that you have joined me and looking forward to a wonderful time this afternoon for the next 30 minutes or so with a very special guest. I am elated this afternoon to have with me a lady whom I am dying to meet personally. But that will happen soon, I'm pretty sure. But my name is Marilyn. I am an entrepreneur. I'm a mom. I'm a wife. I'm a grandmother of 6 awesome little people. And this pandemic has kept us away for a little bit, but I'm looking forward to seeing them later this summer. Can't wait. But just a little bit about Fridays Live with MerilynJ it's all for entrepreneurs and for living your best life. So our theme is entrepreneurship and living your best life. So from time to time, we will have guests on here who will inspire us, to either become entrepreneurs or to live our best lives. So we believe that even through the bad times that we've gone through for the past year or so, we can still live our best lives. So we look forward to having a wonderful time here this afternoon. If you ever want to get in touch with me, my website is www.MerilynJ.com. You can log on there and you can get some more information. And also, if you need to meet me, call me or get in touch with me, info@MerilynJ.com is pretty good. You can always direct message me and we can chat. If you ever want to be a guest on our Fridays Live with Marilyn J, please go ahead and message me and tell me a little bit about yourself. I'll be overjoyed to just entertain you here. All right. We meet here like the second and fourth Fridays of every month, but I'm flexible. Why am I flexible? Because I work from home. Hey, I love that. And so I can fit you in at any Friday. It doesn't have to be the second or the fourth. I can fit you in. And anytime Friday afternoons between 2 and 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I can accommodate you. Just let me know what is good for you. All right. But entrepreneurs, you're welcome. If you're not an entrepreneur, you're still very much welcome. You just want to come here and share a drink with me or share a recipe with me or share part of your meal with me. Just let me know. I'll be here to be with you and to enjoy whatever you have to offer. Okay. So we're going to get right into it. I am going to introduce my guest right now. I'm so happy that this lady is joining me. So please help me. Please help me welcome to Friday's Life with Marilyn J, Leslie Joy Dama. And there she is.
Hi, Marilyn.
Hi, Leslie. How are you?
Thanks for having me. I think this is great. I love the whole intro. That was fabulous.
Well, thank you. It's so nice to have you. I'm so happy you're here. And I'm so happy that you accept my invitation to be here. But before we get into anything, folks, I have to tell you about Leslie and who Leslie is, because I am over the moon with excitement about having her. Leslie and I are related. That's right. You heard me say Leslie and I are related, but we are blood related. And the strange thing is that we have not even met each other as yet.
No.
Unbelievable. We have not met at all. We have only spoken over the phone. And but Leslie's dad is my mom's nephew. My mom is Leslie's aunt. Leslie's dad's aunt. So his mom is my aunt. His mom is sister to my mother. And unfortunately, too, I've not met my aunt either. I never knew her. And I never knew Leslie's dad either. And he just passed recently. Our condolences to the family. But I know it would have been a joy for me to know him, to meet him, and to chat with him. But I look forward to meeting Leslie. Leslie, I may have to fly out to California, or you fly over here to Florida or the Virgin Islands, or better yet, to Angola.
I know. It's funny. I just got these really cute charms on my necklace. One of them is the passport stamp for Anguilla.
Really?
Yes, and the other one is the luggage tag that they put on your bag if you're going to Anguilla. And I put them on here because I'm manifesting that I'm getting to Anguilla like once the weather gets cold. So they're right there because I'm going.
Awesome. I'm looking forward to it. I'd love to entertain you there. I haven't been there in a while myself, but hopefully soon.
So my grandmother and your mom, my grandmother and your mother were sisters, right?
We're sisters, yes.
Yeah. So my grandmother was born in Anguilla, and she she intended to visit her brother in the United States in 1924. I wasn't sure if you knew this, Marilyn, but she took a boat and they held her in the infirmary in Ellis Island for 3 weeks because she was so sick with seasickness that they couldn't even let her come into the US. They had her in the infirmary. Wow. And she always thought she was going to go back to Anguilla, but she never went back because she wouldn't get on a boat ever again. She was done.
Could you blame her? No, I wouldn't either. I wouldn't get on it either.
No, not if you went through something like that. And so she ended up meeting my grandfather in Hoboken, New Jersey, and she married him, and she stayed in the U.S. forever. And you know, she wasn't a citizen, and she became a citizen because she wanted to vote for Ronald Reagan.
Okay.
She loved Ronald Reagan, and she said, I'm going to become a citizen because I get to vote for Ronald Reagan. And that's how she became a citizen. Wow. So, really cute story. So she was a hard worker.
I read a little bit of that history about the Ellis Island trips and all that stuff. I had all the documents. I found them online, and all my relatives' names and all that, you know, with the travel on those ships. I could imagine the horror it was.
Oh, I mean, she told me the story. It was incredible. And she actually does have a brick on the wall in Ellis Island. We put it there for her. So, but she came, and it's so funny. I love history, and my son loves history, but out of the National Archives, my son actually got a picture of the ship's manifest that she traveled on. And she traveled out of St. Kitts on a boat called the United. Yes. I remember reading some of that history as well. And I think some of my other aunts had come on later, and they couldn't stay, or they couldn't land, or they couldn't something. They had to go back that long trip. Oh my God!
Imagine.
Awful.
I remember taking a short trip on a sailboat from Angola to St. Kitts, and it was the worst time of my life.
Yeah,
I hated it, and that was.
It's nothing like a princess cruise.
No way, no way. It was dark. I threw up the entire trip, and those days, you know, you wear your nice white socks and your nice dress shoes, and I was on this boat in darkness, and they had given me hot chocolate to drink. And I threw it all up, and my white socks were brown when I got up. And I was 10 years old, I think. I was just going into high school, and I refused to go back on the boat. My mother had those little small planes were flying. So I was 2 days late for entering high school because I refused to get back on that boat.
Oh, I don't blame you. Seasickness is a horrible thing. But I think the lesson I draw from it is like my grandmother was a seamstress. Like, she was already a seamstress when she came to the U.S. and you know, she was a Christian believer, and she had a very interesting and full life. But the thing I draw from her is hard work. Like, she volunteered at church. She played the piano. She taught Sunday school all week long. She used to do things she cleaned houses. She did seamstress work. Like, she really hustled, and she hustled in a lot of ways. And I always really loved that about her. She actually taught me how to sew. So I was grateful to know.
You know, and that's our background, Leslie. You know, hard workers. My mother was a seamstress. You know, she did all that. She never worked a day outside of the house. She took care of us, took care of, you know, everything. And that's what they did. They were hardworking people taking care of their families. So we come from good stock.
I think she worked hard. She worked harder than my grandfather worked, I think, because she just was had that engine burning in her. So I love that. I got that. I feel like that's where my legacy starts, is with her, because I really didn't have much exposure to my grandparents on my mom's side. I always grew up with my you know, Audie Webster. So I was grew up with Audie Webster.
Yeah.
So, and we are very, I'm the youngest and we had a close relationship. So, yeah, I'm grateful to have that. And I think I learned early on in my life that I'm not an employee. I'm
Yes.
my own boss.
Yes.
So,
Yes. Yes.
and I like that. I like
You
that.
like that? Yeah. I mean, it's the way to go. And I've always gravitated towards that. You know, I remember when I was, I think I had just finished high school, and I did an interview to become a teacher for some little kids. And I refused. I said, no, I couldn't deal with little children. I couldn't deal with that, you know. And I always gravitated towards the business aspect of everything. So that has been my, you know, but to be online, doing business online never crossed my mind. It was
Wow.
never in my dreams, you know, that I would be doing this, but I'm enjoying it. I sure do love it. I love the business that I'm doing. And so I look forward to being with a whole lot of people who are entrepreneurs like yourself. So
It's so interesting that, so I do, I mean, I don't know how much you want me to talk about, but, and this is skipping way forward in my life, but I do one of the same businesses that you do. And I actually don't do it online because and the reason I don't do it online is just because I'm in a different situation. So I use the product in my business. So everybody who comes through the door, I actually get to have a face-to-face with. And I get to hand them a gallon, right? So and it actually helps their outcome. So it's interesting how I don't do that online, although I do like 2 online businesses, but it's just that when I was thinking to get involved in the same business that you're involved in, and I was simultaneously building and opening a spa in Newport Beach, California, I thought to myself, I'm going to use alkaline water as a part of my business. Like I'm going to use the beauty water on people's faces. And I'm going to always have people drinking it. I'm actually going to use it in the treatment room. And so it's really interesting how it evolved for me. It just evolved differently for me. Everybody in my team actually does it digitally. Everyone does it digitally. It's just that I have a brick and mortar location.
So you utilize that.
I utilize it. I mean, and it's unbelievable. And I have a machine at home too, just so you know. I own 2. And because I'm not going to carry back and forth from work to home. Like I'm just not doing that. And you know, it's really great for me because I'm sending everybody out the door with the gallon, and I'm able to even do demos at my spa. So because it just comes up, it's natural. And I have people walking in and out of my door every day filling up. Like I'm the local filling station. So I mean, and it feeds my spa business, my skincare business, because there's just so many people always coming. So yes, it's just another lane for me. You know, I am a medical esthetician. And this is kind of my 3rd career. And I'll just back it up a little. So yeah, so I was a chef for a big chunk of my life, a professional chef, and owned a catering business. Right out of school, I worked in advertising and commercial printing in sales, and I did really well. But I came to a point where I had a passion for food and travel, and I really wanted to learn food. And I had a famous chef take me under his wing and teach me how to cook. I attended a couple cooking schools and just started my own catering business, which is, you know, a really hands-on, labor-intensive business, but there's a lot of money in it. So I did that for about 14 years. I sold that business. I got into like another completely unrelated business, which was also kind of labor-intensive in the fact that I needed to travel to manufacture organic cotton. So I became a huge supplier of organic fair trade cotton for Whole Foods Market. And I was working with a fair trade organic company that was manufacturing the cotton in India. So I was traveling back and forth to Calcutta. And when I wasn't in Calcutta for a decade, I was actually calling on Whole Foods markets around the country and selling products with mostly their labels on them, but also my own label, which was Joy Organic. And after a decade, I sold that company. So I sold the catering business. I sold the cotton company. I moved to California to be closer to my son because I have one son. He's 32. He works in the TV industry as a writer.
Yes.
And it's hard to have a relationship with your child when they're 3,000 miles away.
Right.
So I decided to come to California, and I ultimately made a decision to get into the anti-aging, health, beauty through skincare.
Okay.
And I work for a couple different people, and I'm not a good employee. I want to run the business. I just want to run the business. I see very clearly how to run the business.
Yes.
And lots of people don't want you to tell them how to run their business.
Right.
They just want you to run the business. So
yes.
I was moving towards the direction of owning my own business. And about 5.5 years ago, I had built a pretty good book of business for skincare, a lot of clients, and I was in a corporate location, and I opened my own spa down the street, and I brought a good amount of those people with me. And I had always known that I needed to open up more channels besides that of selling. So I had met an entrepreneur that had told me about a direct marketing company. And I got involved with them through purchasing one of their products and selling people and mentoring to sell that product.
Yeah.
So I'll let you tell about that if that's what you're going to tell about. But I do that business. I do the spa business. I work hands-on with my hands on people's faces, and I happen to be gifted at it. I've been doing it for 10 years. I also designed, formulated my own skincare line. So I sell my skincare line out of my spa, but I also have a Shopify site. So so I have a lane with my direct marketing health company. I have the skincare lane. I have an entire Zoom face consult where I consult with people face to face, selling and speccing their skincare out for them. Okay. And then the hands-on working on people. And recently I purchased a device, a medical device, which actually eradicates broken blood vessels on the face.
Okay.
And through working with them, they actually thought that I was the perfect person to rep that machine in California. And they told me I could rep it anywhere I wanted in the United States. Just tell them. Okay. And so now I'm actually repping a medical device also. And it's a big, it's an amazing device, but it pays out huge commissions. And so I love that I'm helping people. I love that. That's where my heart is. Yes. But I like getting that check also.
That's right.
Yeah, it's a big check. And the thing is, I'm so good with my hands and so good working on people's faces, and that I don't even have to sell the device. Like, I can just go demo the device. I also know how to like teach the person how much they're going to charge, how to market it, how many treatments they need to do to make their payment on the device. Like what their profit is going to be. So I always give people like the great aesthetic outcome, but I give them the great financial outcome also, because that's the way you make a decision. If you own a med spa to buy a device, what's my return on investment?
Right, exactly.
So I have a few avenues, and all I could say is that life is getting beautiful.
I I'm enjoying that. Now, my daughter is making some comments here because she does not like being an employee. She's not a good employee either, just like you.
I'm not.
So she's here hailing you up. She says, I love that, Leslie. It's great to know that you're not a very good employee, and that's totally okay.
Oh, so here's a little trivia about me. I've been fired quite a few times.
Uh-huh.
So, and I'm proud of it. Yeah, I've been fired probably 3 times in my life. I've been fired.
Really?
And it wasn't because I wasn't successful, and it wasn't because I didn't work hard. It wasn't because I didn't show up. I'm reliable. I don't even take time off. Like, it was because it's because I'm an alpha, and a lot of times business owners are alphas, and I can't change that. I'm an alpha, and it's not, I think in a lot of situations, it's not like a clash. It's more like, maybe I work so hard and do such a good job. Maybe I make them look bad and they're threatened by me. So, I mean, but it's really, it's like, I'm not ashamed to say it. I mean, I'm with a guy 13 years. He's never been fired, like, he's like, yeah, he goes, but I'd rather be you. He's like, I'd rather actually be like you. He actually admires and respects my skill set.
Yes.
And he sees, like, every time I've been fired, it like catapults me into something bigger and better.
Yes. Yes. So when one door closes, another one opens up.
Yeah, and the only reason why I ever worked for people, and this is a good thing for your daughter, is I worked for people to extract knowledge. And when you're done extracting the knowledge, it's time to move on.
It's time to go.
Yeah, it's time to go. So it's not something I'm embarrassed of. It's like, it's actually really a good thing, because it's all how you land on your feet and what you learn.
Yes.
And I was, by the time I would get fired from a job, I was already plotting my next move. So
my daughter is enjoying that. She said, absolutely, be proud. Entrepreneurship at its best.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Absolutely.
So,
No,
I feel like I'm turning 60 in September.
Okay.
And I'm the best of my best. I mean, I've been gathering knowledge for, I don't know, 40 years. All my life. But in business, I've been gathering 40 years of business knowledge.
Yes. And you're putting it to use for yourself now. Mm-hmm.
I am. I mean, I don't think I was equipped to be who I am now ever as well as I'm equipped now. So
yeah. Okay.
It's really interesting. It's like, I couldn't have been this successful even at 50. Couldn't have done it. There's things I learned from 50 to 60 that are life-changing.
Yes.
So.
Yes. I know, because I've learned a lot since I have been in this age bracket. Really, I've learned so much. Although I've always had entrepreneurial spirit, and I've worked for people, I've helped businesses grow their profits, and I've seen that happen. I've never been really fired, but
you're much nicer than me. You're much nicer than me.
Yeah, but I'm enjoying what I'm doing now. I love being home to begin with, and flexible and plan my day however I want to plan it. If I don't want to work today, I don't need to work today. It's really a joy to have to do that. Although I may have been forced into this situation right now because of circumstances, but I really do love it. And I'm taking time for myself all of a sudden, working on myself.
I excuse me, I control my schedule. So like for tomorrow, I'm going to take a client in the morning at 9, and then the rest of the day I'm taking off. Like I completely just go into a scheduler that I use, where people can book me online.
Right.
And whatever I have to do, whatever I want to do, I block myself out. I don't even hesitate, because if I'm blocked out for a day, someone can take another day. So I do my business when I want to do it, my hands-on business. And in our business, in the spa business, we were shut down by mid-March last year.
Yeah.
So we lost a total of 10 months between last year and this year. We were actually prohibited from practicing for 10 months.
Yes.
So it was, for me, I was used to getting up and going someplace. It's my place that I go to, but I love going there. Like I built it. It's a beautiful space. I love to be there every day, and I love touching people every day. It's like, it's my passion. I'm sure I'm going to do skincare until I die. Like I'm sure of that. And I'm sure I won't have to. I'll be doing it because I want to. But you know, they shut us down mid-March, and it's interesting. My brain always figures out. Like I almost operate best under an emergency. So when they shut me down the middle of March, I stayed home for 2 weeks, and I was depressed and sulking because it's like it was going to be like probably half of my income. And you know, I just kept thinking, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? And I kept thinking, like, I need to go on to Instagram and do a live, but like maybe I don't look good enough, or I need to learn how to do my makeup better, or I might say too many times. Like I'm not going to be a good speaker. You know, I'm overthinking it, and I'm, day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, I'm not saying anything, and I'm basically expired because they shut me down. So I'm not talking, and I'm not even viable at that point. So at 2 weeks, I took out my phone, I got a light ring, I put it on the tripod, and I spoke for 45 minutes from the heart about what was happening.
Okay.
And how difficult it was. And then when I got off that live, I said to myself, it just came into my mind that I'm going to formulate home facial kits with peels, so people could do a chemical peel at home. And I talked to my chemist hours later. He said he could get me something together like in a couple of days. He sent it out to me. I tested it on myself. And then I started doing Instagram posts about it myself. I never paid for any ads. I just posted constantly that I can drop a box in the mail, and the only thing you're going to need to do is come to an Instagram live and bring a bowl of water. Everything else you need is going to be in the box. And Marilyn, in 10 days, I sold $32,000 worth of home facial peel kits.
Great stuff. See, that's what entrepreneurs do. They think.
Yes.
You know, when something doesn't work here, try B. If A doesn't work, try B. That's the entrepreneurial spirit.
It was amazing.
An employee who would just give up and want to, So awesome. I love that.
It was amazing. And doing it on Instagram, like I would say, okay, now open your box, and I think I had a glass of wine. So it was like a happy hour, peel your face. And, I literally, okay, this is the way you're going to wash your face. And I actually got to teach people what's the proper way to wash your face, because I'm washing the face in front of them, my face,
right.
And then I'm going over the face with a toner, and then I'm, occluding areas that we don't want the peel to hit. And I'm taking them through the whole thing, and I'm answering questions about skincare, and we had fun. I mean, and I had 180 people doing peels, and I did it on a Friday night, a Saturday night, and a Sunday afternoon. So anybody could watch it. They could catch it at different times. And then obviously you can save your Instagram live. So anybody that missed those 3 could just go watch the Instagram live and walk themselves through the peel with me. So it was amazing, and it has morphed into one of my lanes is
Great.
basically sending out home kits to people.
Another stream. Someone just commented and said, entrepreneurs solve problems.
Yeah. I mean, I needed to make money. I couldn't lose that avenue, like it was, I didn't want to get behind, and so I don't even know how this stuff comes into my head, but it comes into my head. I was like, okay, everybody's home. Let's do something at home.
Do something at home.
Yeah.
Yes.
So,
Awesome.
great.
Awesome.
And then for someone like you, COVID didn't even affect your business because people more than ever needed to take care of their health.
Yes. Exactly.
So,
exactly. That's the beauty of it. That's the beauty of it. Well, listen, Leslie, this is exciting. I mean, I'm so happy to be able to talk with you. And now you're also training, you said, correct? You're training other...
I'm training other estheticians, and I don't charge because I feel like, one of the big things, like one of the get rich quick schemes is like people say that they're a coach. I'm a coach, and they charge people more and more money to be a coach. And for me, my legacy will be who I train, to be like me and women, for me to do that for women. So I'm training. The average esthetician in the United States makes about $38,000 a year. And so what I train people to do and mentor, if I deem that they are somebody that takes it seriously and is really going to take me seriously, what I do is teach them how to make multiple six figures as an esthetician. So, and I don't want to own a piece of their business. I just want them to be successful. I want to show them how to do what I did. And it all comes back to me in ways that are amazing. Exactly. So,
and it's like in my business is to help people to move that step further, that step of the ladder, and bring someone with you. And so, and that is why our theme is entrepreneurship and living your best life, because it can be. And I'm so excited to hear you say, you are really on top of the world right now. Congratulations.
Yes, everything's cashing in. Like I don't have any financial worries anymore. Yes. I don't think about retirement because nothing's going to stop. It's going to just all keep going.
Exactly.
And a lot of it happens on its own without me having to do anything now. The Shopify site, I wake up in the morning and there's money there, and I go on vacation and there's money every day coming in while I'm on vacation. So it's really like the way you need. I don't think anybody can live in this world off of one income stream.
Definitely.
Because you can see what can happen to that income stream. So
look what happened last year with the pandemic, and it's still happening. I mean, it's a lot of people are still not back to where they were pre-pandemic. So it's good to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 streams of income.
Yes, and the interesting thing is that a lot of women have to stay home now with their kids. Like they have to stay home with their kids. Even actually men and women, because lots of kids are not going to go back to school. So it's like they need to be caregivers, but they still have to make money. So doing it from home is the best way. If you're a mom or a parent, or, like you're staying home with your husband, like it's so important to be able to be home and just take care of your loved ones, have a great life, have financial freedom. And I mean, worrying about money is about the worst feeling I've ever had. And to not have that makes me so light and happy. So
exactly. And April, that's what April is. Like, she's homeschooling the kids and she's home with them, and she's got someone coming in and taking care of them during the daytime. And so she can work from home, and she's enjoying that. Today they took a little break to go out and have an apple snack, and then called me up, just for a few minutes. They were outside and the sun, soaking up the sunshine and calling me. And it was so good to be home with the kids. So I asked my granddaughter, how does it feel to be homeschooled? She said, I love it. I don't want to go back riding over there and driving every day. So they're enjoying it. So And
And
the
you know,
home business.
school for parents, schools are scary on a whole lot of levels. Like just
Yeah.
not having your children near you during the day sometimes can be really scary
Yes.
now.
Yes. Yes.
So it's really, I think these kids that are homeschooled learn more. They get better attention.
Uh-huh.
You know, and they get taught to the way they need to be taught. Whereas when you're grouped into a group of 28 kids, like your teacher is going to teach one way. It might not be your way.
Right.
And you
Exactly.
miss a lot. Yeah.
Yes.
A lot of people, a lot of kids fall by the wayside. So
Yes. Great. I am thrilled to talk to you. And let me tell you, I may have to fly to California to see you, but we have to hug.
I know it's more than a virtual hug, but yeah, you can see that we are kindred spirits, right?
Oh yes. Oh yes. This is awesome. I know I met your other two. I know Vicky and the other one.
Susan. Yeah.
Yes.
Susan.
I met both of them one time, very briefly in St. Thomas at the airport. I hustled down to see them before they got onto a plane.
I love it.
That was exciting. So yeah, I'm looking forward to meeting you soon and meeting your son and all the rest of it, and hopefully we'll have some fun time together.
Yes, absolutely. You know, I'm recognizing that you can't like let too long a time go before you actually do these things that you want to do and spend time with people that are important to spend time with. So
yes, absolutely. Well, Leslie, thank you for the time. I'm so happy that you were able to come on and chat with us, and all those who are saying, you know, very inspiring interview. Congratulations to you and all the rest of it. And God bless you. Love you.
Love you too. Have a great rest of your day.
You too, darling. We'll talk
see
some more.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Take care now.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Well, there you have it. I had an exciting time this afternoon with Leslie, and I'm so happy that some of you joined in and made your comments. Thank you for coming on. Please have a wonderful weekend. Enjoy yourselves, and we'll see you on our next Fridays Live with MerilynJ. I believe that would be on the 28th. I have another awesome guest by the name of Renette Cameron, and she'll be on here talking away as well about her business, what she's doing. Very exciting lady. So we're looking forward to that. And then we're going to have, I believe, Dr. Alana Van Putten-Laguerre will be coming on sometime in early June. So we're looking forward to that as well. So anyhow, God bless. Y'all have a wonderful weekend and be safe. Take care now. Bye-bye.
What's up, amazing people? I am April J. Baines. I'm your life transitional strategist. I'm your business enthusiast, but I'm your business consultant at the end of the day. That's right. I work with people near and far with building their brands and businesses all the time. There's no reason why you can't be one of them and be successful as well. So I'm coming to you straight from the Virgin Islands. That's right. I live here. But what you don't really know about me is I'm a mom of 3 kids. I operate my businesses from home. I handle all of this balance. How do you do it? How do you do it, April? I get this question all the time, but guess what? Knowledge is power, and I'm sharing some things with you. So click on this link. I'm going to tell you all about how I do it, how you can do it too, how we can all win together, but you got to join my team. Go ahead, join my team, click the link, and let's get on this webinar so you can change your life as well. I promise you will not regret it.
Hi, I'm Tavika Mangal from the beautiful Twin Isle Republic of Trinidad and Tobago. I'm a proud entrepreneur and business facilitator, but I'm very anxious to resume traveling and happy that I can take my online business with me wherever I may choose to go. Visit my website www.tavikamangal.com and learn how you too can become your own boss. I would be happy to mentor you on this journey.
Go play. Hello, I've earned a reputable career out of taking care of others, and now it's time to invest in me. I want to have more family and travel time. I want to experience new adventures in the life I live now, and this online digital business helps me to do just that. And you know what? It can help you too. I'm just a click away. Check out my business page where you too can learn more on how you can reap the benefits of your own online digital business. Let's go play.
Hi, I'm Landy, living in Bowie, Maryland. For the past 17 years, I have spent my time and my energy building a successful career in corporate America. And here I find myself 3 years away from being eligible to retire, and I'm ready for a new chapter. I'm ready for a change. I'm ready to own my own time. I'm ready to increase my streams of income. I'm ready to spend more time with my kids. And so as a business empowerment strategist, I help others do the same because I'm ready. Are you ready? Visit my website. Let's talk.
Hi, entrepreneurs. I'm Courtney from Louisiana in the USA. Listen, early on in the pandemic, life happened for me. Suddenly, my 9 to 5 was gone. But in the midst of that, I knew I wanted to travel more, spend time with family, and just enjoy life. Does this sound familiar to you? That's when I decided to become a digital business owner with multiple streams of income and the flexibility I always wanted. Would you like to know more? I'm glad you asked. Find the link to my website below, click on it, and let me show you how.
Entrepreneurship is my passion, and so I've hired myself. I am my own boss. And as a business strategist, a business enthusiast, I take pleasure in helping others maximize their profits, their potential, and to optimize their passions. Whether I'm in my garden, on my tricycle, or with family, I enjoy the flexibility and the freedom of being my own boss. So if you want to know how I do it, why I do it, and how you too can do it, please click on my website.